All right. No Nation. You guys come on in, man. Sitting in my gym right now, in my home gym. Got the Noles behind me. No Nation is behind me. So y'all come on in, man. We got a good show for you. Gonna go ahead and break down the what I'm expecting for the UVA versus FSU game. Are we gonna go in town? Are we gonna go and chop them down? Or are they gonna get us? Are they gonna get the best of us? So give everybody a second to get in here. It's game time, you guys. Game time. All right. So let's go ahead and get started, man. Florida State. I better make sure I got my right notes up. Wouldn't that make sense? Yeah, man. But you guys come on in, man. Like I said, it's game time. It is game time. We're looking like we're gonna have a good crowd out there. Been trying to follow that. I know a lot of people that are going up to the game. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it up to this game, which is fine. I gotta make it up to one this season, though. Gotta make it to one. All right. Welcome back to Faith Family Football, powered by CFL Pro Cleaning Solutions. Florida State versus Virginia. It's not just another game. It is redemption. The last time these two teams met in 2019, guys, UVA pulled off the upset, 31-24. Now, 6 years later, FSU comes in with the nation's number one offense and a quarterback with moxie, who's looking to write his own revenge. There's some storylines that we want to keep a watch of. This is the ACC opener for FSU. This is the night that FSU season truly begins. Yeah, we got to see we got to see FSU play a couple cupcakes. We beat the snot out of Alabama. Now it's time to get into ACC play. This is where it begins. Let's talk about Castellanos' revenge. Last year, he threw 2 interceptions versus UVA while he was at BC. Now, he has a chance to flip the script. Is he going to do that? We got Danzy and we got depth on our side. After 176 yards on just 3 touches versus Kent State, can Makai Danzy carve a bigger role? We got Squirrel White coming back. We got a couple new guys wanting to emerge. But man, I can't lie to you. Danzy has been nothing short of amazing. He's been superhuman. And I just want to know, can he do it one more time? That reverse has been amazing. I don't even know how you run the same reverse 3 different times or multiple different times, and it works every time. I think it only didn't work one time. So we're looking good in that regard. Let's look at Virginia. Virginia has firepower. Wide receiver Trell Harris and quarterback Chandler Morris. Now, Chandler Morris, as we know, is the son of Chad Morris, who was a coach at Clemson. He was a pretty darn good coach. And so his son is now leading the Virginia Cavaliers, and he's looking to make a name for himself. We have to also keep in mind running back Jamari Taylor. Those 3 form a dangerous trio. Are the Noles defense going to have enough to stick with these guys for 4 quarters? I venture to say that we are going to have enough. But we have to be mindful, guys. This could be a trap game for FSU. We all know October 4th was happening. I mean, I got a watch party planned at my house already. We know it's going to be big time. Miami's talking a lot of trash. Every UM fan I know has already been talking trash online. And we know what we got stored away for them, but it's not about them tonight. We got to take care of business, and the Noles got to take it serious. And I know One thing that I know within the last couple of years, it's been hard to trust our coaching staff. But I think we're finally at a point where we can trust the coaching staff. And so I think the Noles are going to be focused in this game tonight. We have tonight UVA is going to be honoring their 95 upset of the Noles, right? We came in a ranked team and they had to storm the field on us. So tonight they're going to be wearing their throwback uniforms and FSU is going to be in all white, baby. So let's talk about offense to offense comparisons. FSU, as you know, leads the country with 58 points per game. We're averaging 628 yards per game, including 364 yards rushing. I'll say that again. 628 yards per game, 364 of those yards are rushing. So that shows a balanced attack. We can pass it. If you want to try to shut down the pass, we'll run it down your throat. One thing I know is that UVA's DBs, they have no chance against our receivers. Now, UVA's offense is prolific in its own right, but the teams, the level of teams they've been playing, and when you compare, now, I know we've played some cupcakes, don't get me wrong, but at least we were able to go out there and make it happen against Alabama, right? When we were coming into the Alabama game, all we heard was that Alabama had the #1 offensive line. They had the #1 defensive line. They had NFL players all across the board. You know what we did? Went in and smacked them in the face. So I'm looking for that same attitude tonight. I'm looking for that same physicality, that violence on the field. I'm looking for dominance tonight. Where you at, Noles? Where you at, Noles? Let me know something in the chat. Now, we know that UVA is one of the few teams nationally with over 1,200 passing yards and 1,000 rushing yards already. They're killing it. Don't get me wrong. But they have not met a team with the level of physicality and athleticism and violence. I'm going to say that word again, violence, that the Noles are going to wreak on them tonight in their home stadium. Chandler Morris has over 1,000 passing yards, and he's doing it with some efficiency. But we're going to see what happens when he runs into Tony White and that Noles defense tonight. I think they possibly are going to run into a buzzsaw. Now, don't get me wrong. UVA could start off hot. They can get a touchdown on us. I remember in the Alabama game, they marched right down the field, took 8 minutes, scored that first scripted touchdown. And, I was like holding my heart because I'm like, here we go again. But the Noles went in, made some adjustments. Tony White, that D-line, anchored by Darrell Jackson, those Desir twins, man, they meant business. Earl Little Jr., don't get me wrong, man. Earl Little, he holds it down. So looking for him to continue to do that, be that boomstick, anything that moves, Earl Little will hit. I need you to do that tonight. I don't need us looking ahead to Miami. I don't need us looking ahead to any other game than what we have in front of us tonight. And I think with this coaching staff, we're going to do exactly just that. So the key battle that I'm looking at is FSU's run game against UVA's run defense, because UVA is only allowing 114 yards per game. And we're coming in there. I mean, we ran for 230 on Alabama. We're running for 300 yards in a game. So I'm very curious to see how they're going to hold up for 4 quarters. Is Gus going to go tempo? What are we going to do? What kind of adjustments can we make on the defense to make sure that we can make Morris have to beat us with his arm? Don't let him out of the pocket. We got to corral him. We got to keep him locked in. I think we can do that. Let's talk a little bit more advanced stats, right? FSU, we know, is amongst the top nationally. Almost every play, we know the chances of taking it to the house are high. So when we look at FSU success rate, FSU has a 55% success rate. That's what we call elite. UVA has a 48% success rate. That's still pretty strong, y'all. So Noles D, Tony White, you're going to cut your paycheck tonight against this team because we're in conference play. This is what's really going to set the tone for the remainder of the season. Go in there, smack up those Cavaliers. Have y'all seen their mascot, by the way? A knockoff of FSU's, I will tell you that, Temu version. Let's talk havoc rate. FSU's defense disrupts 18% of plays. UVA needs to match or exceed that to stay in this game tonight. If they don't get into our backfield and the way our O-line has been playing, listen, if I got to give a trophy for the beginning of the season, O-line has showed up and showed out. Last year, man, we couldn't block anything. This year, we're representing. So I love the way the O-line's been playing. Coach Hand, he's been doing his thing. Gus, thank you for bringing this guy along with you. Havoc rate, we talked about that. Third down conversions. FSU is 90%, was 90% against Kent State. Can we keep that up? Can we bring more of the same? UVA better come to play. Because if we get anywhere in that territory on third down conversions, man, they're not gonna be able to hold us in that stadium. We're gonna quiet that crowd down and we're gonna send some people home early if they don't hold us. And the way Deuce Robinson is playing, the way Mekhi Danzy is playing, we get Squirrel White back, guys. I don't know, man. It could get crazy. And I'm not downplaying UVA. UVA is a good team thus far. There's just a stark difference between a team of the level of FSU and a team of the level of UVA as far as talent-wise. Great coaching on both sides, but the UVA defense has not seen an offense like FSU. They played the likes of Stanford and NC State. NC State is always a tough team to play. Don't get me wrong, as FSU fans, y'all know NC State is always a tough game every single year. So I can understand that, but they just won't be ready. Now, keys to the game, FSU O-line versus that UVA front seven. If the O-line shows up, I'll say it again, if the O-line shows up, we're going to smack these boys up and we're going to be up big in the first half. If the O-line comes in there half-stepping, which has happened in the past, we won't be looking too good. But I don't presume we'll see that in this O-line. Castellanos, can he stay composed? UVA punished him last year for multiple turnovers in their game when he was at Boston College. This year, Castellanos went and got some reinforcements. He has a team. He has a bunch of ride-or-die guys on his side. He has some coaches that are putting him in the best position to succeed. So if Castellanos can stay composed, don't get outside of the moment, but stay within the moment, execute the offense. Don't try to do anything too big, and don't try to do anything crazy, right? Because what happens is if UVA comes out and punches us in the mouth first, he may feel the need to kind of go and do something that he shouldn't be doing, has no business doing. I just want Castellanos to play within the offense. Gus has a good game plan for him, has him ready. Norvell has him ready, and he has a band of brothers this year that's going to go and get him some revenge against these UVA Cavaliers. Now, can we contain Trell Harris? He is an explosive playmaker. He can flip momentum. It goes back to the defense. Jerry, it goes back to you. Can our cornerbacks, can our safeties do to him what they did to Ryan Williams of Alabama? See, Ryan Williams came in with a lot of hype. They were talking mad, crazy smack about him. They were talking all kind of stuff. And we shut him down. And after the first hit that he took in that game, Ryan Williams did not want to catch another pass. Can we bring that same energy and effort to UVA tonight? Let's get it. Stay focused, Noles. We know what we have next week, but we have to be tunnel vision in this one. This is the type of game that sets up to be a trap game, as we mentioned earlier. We cannot let that happen. Coaches cannot let that happen, and our leaders on the field, because it comes back to the players at a point, cannot let that happen. Tunnel vision tonight. Let's go annihilate UVA, and then we can think about what's coming up around the corner. Once again, this was a quick one. Today's show is sponsored by CFL Pro Cleaning Solutions. Their motto says it best: your business cleaned right, day or night. Just like FSU's attention to detail before this ACC opener, CFL Pro Cleaning Solutions keeps every business spotless and ready for game time. My prediction, though, y'all haven't heard my prediction. My prediction for this game is 48-24. Noles are going to roll, baby. 48-24 is my prediction, and we might hit them with a 50 burger. If we come out with the intensity that we came out against Alabama, we're going to put up a 50 burger on UVA. But my prediction, just to be a little conservative, maybe we have a little issue in the beginning of the game, kind of getting going because they're ready for us. So 48-24. But I would not be surprised if we put up 50 plus points in this one. Would not. So here it is. Redemption, rankings, momentum before the big showdown in Doak against Miami next week. Tonight's matchup isn't just about points. It is about making a Nole statement. These Noles got to make a statement and announce themselves on a national stage. There's no other games. Nothing else of relevance is happening tonight. It's all about the Noles, baby. So we got to go out and make a statement. Subscribe now and join me for the post-game breakdown, where we'll see if the storylines came true and if my prediction came true. This was Faith, Family, and Football. Go Noles, baby.